What's going on, you guys? I appreciate you tuning back into the channel. Again, my name is Tanner, and welcome back to the series to where we go over the build of my 2015 GMC Sierra Duramax. So, had a part come in today. It's an upgrade that I feel like every LML needs. I feel like if you're going to buy an LML or if you own an LML and you haven't done this yet, you need to do it as soon as possible because of that CP4. It's not replacing it just yet. We will get to that, but it is going to help the current CP4 in there until you can get that CP3 in there. And I almost forgot that it was delivered today, so I had to grab it. And we're kind of running short on time again tonight not because I got to be somewhere, but my phone battery is almost dead. So I want to kind of unbox this part real quick, show you guys what it is, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, guys, so here it is. I ordered an AirDog fuel lift pump to put on my 2015 GMC Sierra. Like I said earlier, this is a must-have upgrade if you have an LML because of that CP4 failure. It's not going to prevent it, but it sure will help it. I've got a buddy of mine that lives down the road from me. He does a lot of Duramax work. And he was one who recommended me this. I was originally going to go fast because I had a fast on my LBZ I owned, but I didn't install it. It came on the truck. So I was going to go fast again, but he recommended AirDog just because it's a little bit better quality. I don't know too much about it, but I do know the purpose of it is to help fuel get to the fuel pump easier. I kind of let people know that, you know, it's almost like moving a couch. If you're by yourself, you're trying to go up a flight of stairs, it hurts and it's very hard, but if you have somebody else on the other end, which is this AirDog, you know, it makes things easier. So that's kind of my weird analogy that I put towards people that want to understand what this is. But let's open this thing up. It is the 5G model. It's your standard basic pump. I didn't get an upgraded pump or anything like that just because I don't need it. But yeah, if you're interested in a part number, block out my address. There's your part number. Ordered it on a Black Friday deal, so kind of got a deal on it. But man, this thing is a unit if I can pick it up. Holy crap. There it is. Super excited to get this thing put on. So I'm gonna throw this back in the box and I'll be right back with you guys. I'm gonna take y'all with me to go drop the truck off. I won't be able to film any of this up being installed just because he's gonna try to get it knocked out Thursday. That's the fuel pump and the EGR delete kit. So the actual kit that I'm getting put on the truck, he ordered. I don't know all the details in it. I know it comes with some new coolant hoses, new gaskets, downpipe, you know, the whole 9 yards with a kit like that usually comes with. I know I'm also getting a 3-inch PPE downpipe put on along with that kit, and then the fuel pump. So he should have all that knocked out not tomorrow, I'm sorry, Thursday. So it's 2 days from now. So drop the truck off tomorrow evening. If he starts on it tomorrow night, perfect. If he doesn't, he said he'd be able to get it knocked out Thursday daytime. So by the time I get off work, hopefully go get the truck if it's done. If it's not done yet, no biggie. Like anything, I'd want him to take his time, make sure everything's done right. But yeah, I will see you guys when we drop the truck off. I'm glad I was able to get this filmed before my phone died. But see you in just a minute. All right, guys, we're almost to my buddy's shop. We just got off of work, but yeah, we're on the way to get this truck dropped off, get this fuel pump installed, the EGR delete kit installed. Super excited. I'm really excited to see exactly how the truck's going to change, if it's going to, you know, if it's going to sound different, if it's going to drive different, you know, it's all things I'm going to go over once it's installed for you guys. And I'm sorry if you can't see me real well. It's getting dark. Gotta love this time of year. It gets dark real early. But yeah, when I'll see you guys again. I'm gonna drop the truck off, and then we will go over what was done to the truck, and I'll tell you what's different and what's not. All right, guys, we are back home. And man, this truck is a different animal now. I didn't think it would make that big of a difference. And I'm not saying it's a drastic difference. I mean, I may be contradicting myself there, but at first, when I first started it up, when I got to the shop and, you know, heard it, it didn't really sound different. The tone of this truck is changed. It is a deeper and just more aggressive tone, one I didn't hear before. And I don't know if this is because of the EGR kit or the fuel lift pump, but I can definitely tell a little bit more reactivity and sensitivity with throttle. So, I'm glad to have this thing back home. It's late, so I'm not gonna, this may carry on to the next day, but I wanna just kind of go over what all was done to the truck. So of course, you know, I had the air dog kit put in, or the air dog pump, I'm sorry, put in. So they sent me with some XDP Diesel Power Plus. This is some fuel treatment. That's pretty awesome. This is all stuff they included. PPE decal came with the EGR kit. And then it's close to Christmas time, so you know they had to send me home with a Christmas card. This is pretty cool that they did this. So check them out. There's their phone number, Wiggins Racing Man. Gosh, they killed it. And some spare parts. But yeah, so like I said, this truck sounds amazing. And like I said before, I didn't think it would change the tone of this truck. I really didn't think what I was getting done to this truck would change the tone of it. But it did. It just, I guess it's the downpipe. So it got a PPE 3-inch downpipe. And I guess that just made a load of difference. And plus what weight reduction was done, it just opens this truck up more. And I love it. I love it. I couldn't get enough of it. I could not get enough of it. It was so hard for me not to get on this truck. You know, I had to let it warm up and get to temp. I'm not one to floor a truck right out the gate as soon as I crank it. I'm just not that kind of person. I don't like tearing up anything I own, especially when it's something as nice as this. But, so what I'll do is I'll pop the hood open for you guys. Excuse the messy truck. It's going to be kind of hard to see because of the factory airbox. I'm going to get a cold air intake put on this truck. I'm going to get a new air intake put on this truck. I have decided that. Here is the start. Got the block off plate here. You can see it definitely opens it up more. And like I said, it's going to be hard to see with this factory airbox. But down here, I don't know if y'all can see it. There's the downpipe. Going back there. But man, it's crazy the difference this thing made. It's just crazy. I'm gonna show you guys the fuel lift pump. So the fuel lift pump, so I've ran a fast system. I didn't learn this until today. I ran a fast system on my LBZ, and it was mounted, you could tell it was mounted here. And I thought the air dog would be the same way. Well, it turns out air dog's different, and if I wanted it mounted there, I would need a bracket, but Tyler ended up telling me, hey, this is how it's actually installed since you don't have the bracket, which is perfectly fine by me. I like this slick look, and plus that white, if it got dirty, or it'd just be maybe a little too eye-popping. But let me crawl underneath this truck and I'll show you the fuel pump. All right, so we're into the truck. Here's the fuel pump. And I went with the Air Dog. It's the 5G 165. That is the Air Dog I went with. But you can see this is where they mounted it, right in front of the fuel tank. And yeah, I can tell you it's definitely a noticeable difference in throttle. I don't know if it's because of this or the kit, but I'm glad to have this on this truck. I cannot tell you how happy I am to have this on the truck. One step closer to getting that CP4 out, but this will help until that CP4 comes out. It'll definitely help the CP3 that's in there. So. All right. Oh, my bad there, guys. So yeah, that's about it. I don't know a lot about this stuff. I really can't go in depth with what it all does now to the truck. I told you earlier in a previous video that, or previous clip that, I give my theory on how to explain it to people, what it does, but long story short, it helps your CP4 perform and last. So that's what that fuel pump does. In the EGR kit, I thought was already installed in the truck. Turns out it wasn't, but I'm glad it is now. And that's what gets us one step closer to getting a CP3 in this truck. So yeah, guys, that's about it. Let me know in the comments what you want to see done to the truck next. I don't know if I can make it happen or not, but we'll definitely try. And I'm about to go get some dinner. I'm just happy to have the truck back. I missed it. It was only gone for a day, not even, but man, I missed it. I love this truck to death. I'm gonna put a wreath on the front of the truck. So we'll see how that looks. I don't know how I'm gonna run it to stay plugged in. I might have to get a power inverter or something for the inside of the cab of the truck. I'm not gonna do any wiring, but I wanna see what the truck would look like with a wreath on the front of it. I always did a bow on my trucks. That's just something I've always done. I love Christmas. But, I'm gonna see what a wreath looks like on this truck. I mean, it already looks like a Christmas tree. I'm not wrapping lights on this truck. Not doing that. I'm not ruining the paint. But yeah, I'm gonna close this hood up. Guys, once again, I appreciate you tuning into the video. If you could leave a like, subscribe, let me know what you want to see next. I'd be glad to. Still going to try to get an answer on the leveling kit or keys for the gentleman that asked in the previous video. Didn't forget about you, brother. Just wanting to get this. I almost tripped on that pull down cable there, but yeah, didn't forget about you. Just wanted to cover this first. I knew this was coming up. So like always, appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.